His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Alexander van der Bellen of Austria on his country's National Day. His Highness Said Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, and a number of the Excellencies, the Ministers, visited the States and Shura Councils today. Upon his arrival at the State Council building, His Highness was received by His Excellency Sheikh Abdul Malik bin Abdullah Al Khalili, Chairman of the State Council, and members of the Council's office, and His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al Mali, Chairman of the Shura Council, and members of the Council's office. The visit comes within the framework of joint cooperation between the Council of Ministers and the Council of Oman, and understandings on many issues that serve the public interest. At the beginning of the meeting, His Highness Said Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Said praised the valuable role played by the State and Shura Councils during the recent climatic conditions, as well as civil society and charitable societies in helping the people to repair the damage caused to their properties and to facilitate the return of life to normal, noting that this has been praised by many countries of the cohesion and solidarity of the Omani society among its people. On the other hand, His Highness stressed the importance of continuous coordination between the Council of Ministers and the Council of Oman to reach the desired cooperation in implementing economic and social plans and programs, and to achieve everything that concerns the Council, the country, and the citizens. During the meeting, it was agreed to activate the role of the Ministerial Coordinating Committee with the Office of the State Council and the Shura Council to play a more helpful role in dealing with the requirements of this stage. On their part, the heads and members of the offices of the State and the Shura Council expressed the appreciation for the government's role in cooperating with them, stressing their keenness to continue coordination with it in supporting the country's comprehensive development process led by His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq. His Highness Sheikh bin Tariq Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for Defence Affairs, received Her Excellency Stella Kluth, Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, accredited to the Sultanate of Oman. During the meeting, they reviewed the good relations between the two friendly countries and enhanced views on issues of common interest. The Special Economic Zone at Duqm Sizad celebrated the opening of the Duqm Hong Tong Piping Factory, the first of its kind in the Sultanate. More details in the following report.
The Special Economic Zone at Duqm Sizad celebrated the opening of the Duqm Hong Tong Pipe Factory, the first of its kind in the Sultanate. The factory specializes in the production of non-metallic pipes made of reinforced polyethylene, which are mainly used in the oil and gas sector.
Today we are celebrating the opening of this factory, which is one of the first fruit of the Chinese industrial park, which has been already planned to be one of the biggest industrial park in Sultanate of Oman. Very soon also this park will be opening another industrial factory, such as building material and also solar panel for the renewable energy. No doubt the factory has a big added value for the special economic zone in terms of the Omanization. The percentage of the employee which has been already employed in this factory is reaching 17%, and gradually it will increase.
The establishment of the factory comes in response to the increasing local demand for the use of non-metallic pipes for collection networks and transferring the output of hydrocarbon wells, thus providing the local market's needs of these pipes mainly in the first stage, and marketing the product to various international markets will be carried out at a later stage.
First, thanks to all this Oman government, especially that, give all our project what we need, support, and also we thank for our embassy and all Chinese oil and gas company also, especially this Oxy give us good support. All oil company give us good attention. So we wish this project bring to Oman, bring the technology, and we follow ICV. It's also good for China and Oman relationship and for business development.
Built over an area of 60,000 square meters, the factory is designed to be capable of producing around 700 kilometers of the 4 and 6 inches reinforced thermopolyethylene pipes annually at this phase. However, Dokum Hongtong Company is conducting a further study to provide new products to meet the requirements of oil and gas companies. Such products will have a significant impact and are expected to contribute to saving efforts, operational and maintenance costs, as well as promoting new production techniques.
Still to come on News Bulletin. An Italian land artist unveiled his latest piece entitled COP26 Glasgow and dedicated it to the upcoming United Nations Climate Change Conference in Glasgow. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Her Excellency Dr. Rahma bint Ibrahim Al-Mahrouqiya, Minister of Higher Education, Scientific Research and Innovation, received Her Excellency Dr. Rana bint Isa Al-Khalifa, Secretary General of the Higher Education Council in the Kingdom of Bahrain, and accompanying delegation. During the meeting, they reviewed enhancing cooperation in fields of higher education, innovation and technology between the Sultanate of Oman and the Kingdom of Bahrain. The meeting also focused on vocational training qualifications equivalency, academic programs licenses and digital transformation. The Minister of Higher Education, Scientific Research and Innovation has announced the funding of 446 research projects within the fourth round of the Competency-Based Institutional Research Support Program with an amount of 2,300,000 Omani Riyals. The research support provided by the Ministry aims to build local research capacity, provide a stimulating research environment for scientific research and researchers, build their capacities at all academic levels, and contribute scientifically to find scientific solutions to domestic challenges in various sectors. It is expected that the support will include researchers belonging to 30 governmental and private research and academic institutions in the Sultanate of Oman, in addition to supporting a number of research projects for a number of Omani students studying at their own expense in 23 academic institutions outside the Sultanate. Sultan Qaboos University, SQU, signed a cooperation program with the World Health Organization and the Oman Society for Lipid and Atherosclerosis for national project related to the development of the family hypercholesterolemia test. The agreement will support the development of a program for marital screening, newborn screening for familial hypercholesterolemia, and the national program to combat chronic non-communicable diseases. The Gulf familial hypercholesterolemia study indicates that this condition affects 1 person out of 112 people in the region. The agreement was signed by His Highness Sayyid Dr. Fahd bin Al-Janda Al-Said, Vice Chancellor of SQU, and His Excellency Dr. Jan Yaqub Jabour, representative of the World Health Organization in the Sultanate of Oman. As part of its responsibility to contribute in the governorate's development and to support them with the small and medium-sized enterprises, Oman Development Bank ODB financed 659 investment projects in the wilayas of South Sharqiya Governorate to the value of 16 million Omani Riyals during the last 5 years. Such projects included a care center for people with special needs in the wilaya of Jalan Bani Bu Hassan, a dental medical center and a printing services project in the wilaya of Al-Kamil Al-Wafi, in addition to fish refrigeration and ice production factory in the wilaya of Jalan Bani Bu Ali. Within an investment cost of 18 million Omani Riyals, Al-Khalili Group and Tibian Properties are preparing to launch the Elodia real estate project in Al-Adeba area. More details in the following report.
In a press conference, Al-Khalili Group and Tibian Properties announced their preparation to launch Elodia project in Al-Adeba in the wilaya of Bosher. The project, which came at an investment cost of around 18 million Omani Riyals, is expected to be ready by the end of the year.
Today we are announcing our preparation to launch Elodia. Elodia is a commercial project in Wilayat Bosher, specifically in Al-Adeba. It will consist of more than 160 retail spaces and over 600 car parks. We are going to launch the project before end of the year. It will be open for people and investors to own units, smaller units, bigger units, according to their desires.
The commercial project was designed according to international specifications on a land area of more than 20,000 square meters.
We decided to do something that would bring tourists into the location, something that will bring families, local families here, and expats who are living here from different ages. And it was created in a different way. It's an open mall, basically. And the location was chosen carefully. And the designing aspect was well considered. On our initial approach with the government, we have noticed that the government have been much more convenient and very supportive, and that brought the project to a much faster time frame. So we got our approval in a very short time, luckily, and we are hoping now to start.
The project will provide an integrated market to serve and cater for the needs of all segments of the society. Besides enhancing the performance of the real estate sector, such projects would support the efforts exerted towards economic diversification. Salih Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Sudan's leading general declared a state of emergency and dissolved the government today, hours after his forces arrested the acting prime minister and disrupted the internet in an apparent coup. In a televised address, General Abdel Fattah Burhan announced that he was dissolving the country's ruling sovereign council, as well as the government led by Prime Minister Abdullah Hamdok. He said he was doing so in an effort preserving the path of magnificent December revolution until its final goals are achieved. He said quarrels among political factions prompted the military to intervene, but he pledged to complete the country's democratic transition, saying a new technocrat government would lead Sudan to elections. Samara was among the first of Russia's 85 regions to start a non-working period today, as the region registered another daily record of confirmed coronavirus cases. The Russian government's coronavirus task force tallied 1,184 new confirmed cases for the past 24 hours in the region, the highest number since the start of the pandemic. Russian President Vladimir Putin has ordered Russians not to go to work between October 30th and November 7th, when the country will observe an extended holiday. Russia as a whole also registered another daily record of confirmed coronavirus cases today, reporting 37,930 new confirmed cases, the highest number since the start of the pandemic. The task force also reported 1,069 more COVID-19 deaths in the same period, slightly fewer than a record of 1,075 reached over the weekend. Overall, Russia has registered over 8.2 million confirmed virus cases and 231,669 deaths, by far the highest threshold in Europe, and the fifth highest in the world after the United States, Brazil, India, and Mexico. Italian land artist Dario Gambarin, known for creating images of important figures like Greta Thunberg, Leonardo da Vinci, Pope Francis, and Fyodor Dostoevsky, today unveiled his latest piece entitled COP26 Glasgow, created in a field in Castagnaro near Verona. Dedicated to the United Nations Climate Change Conference, which is taking place in Glasgow, Scotland from October 31st, the giant art piece was created on a 26,000 square meter plot of land with a tractor, plough, and rotating harrow without the use of any tracing on the ground. Gambarini's work is a call to the 190 world leaders that will participate in the Glasgow summit to fight against climate change, act to limit global warming, and to protect the world. Gambarin said he hoped world leaders would also address the socio-political questions that have been set aside during this pandemic-driven period. Our world is the most beautiful art form we have, and it's worth fighting to make it a better place for all. This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed visits the state and shura councils. His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Saeed reviews bilateral relations with Her Excellency the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Netherlands, accredited to the Sultanate of Oman. And the Special Economic Zone at Duqm celebrates the opening of the Duqm Hong Kong Piping Factory. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Thanks for watching. Good night.